All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving headfirst into the absolute chaos and high-stakes power struggle going on for Server 400. This is a world that's right on the brink, where alliances can form and then just shatter. The entire future is up for grabs.
So, let's set the stage here. To really get what's happening, you gotta understand the players on the board. We've got three main factions, red, green, and blue, and they're all gunning for control. But listen, this isn't just about who has the biggest army, it's a super complex political game. The strategies of just a few leaders are going to decide everything for the entire server. Now, before we get into the who's who's, there's one key rule of war you have to know. It's the most important term on this server, KOS, which stands for Kill on Sight. This isn't just random fighting, okay? It is an official declaration of war. If your alliance gets put on a KOS list, you and everyone in it can be attacked, no questions asked. It's the ultimate political weapon. Okay, let's jump right into the heart of the conflict, because this is where the real drama is. There's a brutal civil war brewing, and it's tearing the red faction apart from the inside out. And this conflict, man, it's a classic David versus Goliath story if I've ever seen one. On one side, you've got Alliance EO. They're the strategists, they're focused on diplomacy, but they're sitting at just 2 million power. And who are they up against? This absolute behemoth, EW, a giant with a staggering 21 million power that seems to run on pure chaos. And just look at that power gap. I mean, it is staggering. It's not just a difference, it's a total chasm. This shows you the incredible uphill battle that's being fought right now for the soul of the red faction. It's all about strategy versus sheer brute force. But you know, this goes way deeper than just power levels. It's a fundamental clash of philosophies. EO, led by the recognized council head, Kyoya, is playing the long game. Their goal? Stability. They want to unify the whole server using diplomacy and smart alliances. And then you have EW. Their leadership is a mess. It's totally fragmented. They ignore the council, and their massive power is threatening to just drag everyone else down with them. And Kyo's alliance, EO, they aren't just talking a big game. They are taking action. They've put 2 other alliances on their KOS list. CTM is on it because they straight up attacked EO's leadership. And MLR, they got on the list for refusing to merge and for marching into blue territory. The lines have been drawn in the sand. It's official.
Okay, so while all that drama is going down in red, let's shift our focus. Let's look at the green faction, because while red is busy fighting itself, green is quietly making moves. They are the silent power on this server, and frankly, they are dominating.
And let's be crystal clear here. The main green alliance, called IC, is sitting pretty at number 1. They are the undisputed top dog on server 400. All this chaos happening everywhere else, it's only making them stronger.
But what's really fascinating is how they lead. The head of IC, a player named Gigi, is basically a ghost. They only talk to their top officers, and that's it. This silence, it just creates this whole aura of mystery and unpredictability around the most powerful alliance on the entire server. And this right here shows you that for IC, power isn't just about strength. It's about playing chess. They worked out this critical peace deal with EO over a huge server event. So IC gets the first big prize, no fight. And in return, they let EO and their allies take the second prize peacefully. It's just a masterclass in diplomacy that keeps them on top without a costly war.
Now, all this complex diplomacy and backstabbing has very, very real consequences. And to see them, all we have to do is look over at the blue faction. They are facing a desperate, full-blown existential crisis. The official Blue Alliance, they're called COVI, is fighting for its very survival. They aren't just losing a battle here or there, they are being systematically dismantled piece by an outside invader. The entire faction's future is on the line. So here's how that fight is shaping up. You've got the defenders, COV, just trying to hold their ground, and their invaders, an alliance called YYY, a classic so-called whale alliance. That means it's packed with big spenders who can buy incredible power. But here's the crazy part. Their goal isn't even conquest. They just want to create chaos and destroy the server's ecosystem. They're literally a force of pure entropy.
So, With all these pieces moving, the civil war, the silent ruler, the invasion, what's the final state of play? Let's just lay out the entire chessboard exactly as it is right now. And here it is. This is the whole chessboard. You've got the diplomatic underdog in EO, the unstable giant in EW, the silent ruler in IC, and the kingdom under siege with COV. Every single action one of them takes creates these massive ripples, forcing all the others to react. This delicate, violent dance, that's the heart of the conflict on server 400. So the question this leaves all of us with is, where does the future of the server lie? Is it with the builders, like EO and IC, who are trying to create some kind of order with diplomacy and strategy? Or is it with the breakers, like EW and YY, whose actions, whether they mean to or not, are just sowing chaos? The choice of who to watch and who to back? Well, that's going to define the next chapter of this whole story. The future of Server 400 is hanging by a thread. Alliances are shifting, leaders are scheming, and this is only the beginning. There's a huge event on the horizon called Monarch's Return, and it's probably going to shatter this fragile peace and change absolutely everything all over again.